What's the biggest thing you did that improved your success with girls? I stopped caring about girls and focused on myself. Girls come and girls go. It's more important to not be a pathetic and gross person. Also, like yourself, confidence is kinda huge. I don't have 100 upvotes, so hopefully a silver will have to do. Other subreddits are hyper focused on you deserve love no matter who you are, when in reality, most of us are shitty people and we could stand to do a fair amount of self-reflection and improvement. Oh damn, I've never been given a Reddit medal thingy before. I appreciate it. Yeah, I try not to pull my hits when people need a little dose of reality. Stopped giving a damn. Not saying I don't care about women, but I stopped looking for validation from them. It caused too much unnecessary stress and it just made me look desperate for their attention. I DK about everyone else, but for me the best way to get a girl's attention is to not pay them any attention. No, I don't mean play hard to get, but to focus more on yourself and building yourself. I know it's difficult to find someone being one in a trillion men, but there's always someone out there for everyone. Will I find someone that's into anime and cons? Maybe. Right now I'm trying to find what my next cosplay will be. I stopped caring about my success with girls and focused on my personal success. You're super young. Work on yourself. Find your purpose in life. The girls you are pursuing probably have favorable qualities. Ask yourself what you have to offer in return. If you have a lot going for you, women will realize it. Then it will be your job to sort the good from the bad. And remember, being picky, within reason, never hurt anybody. Unless you are the exception to the rule. Women will come and go in your young adult life. You, however, will not. You will have to live with yourself for a long time. Take care of yourself both physically and mentally. And do not base your self-worth on women. Decide what kind of man you aspire to be. And base your self-worth on that. This how I thought about it. I was fat. Unkempt. Didn't have a job. A car. What do I have to offer someone? At the time, nothing. Started taking care of myself. Exercising. Got a job. Started saving money. I wouldn't say I've had much luck with girls yet. But at the very least, if I never find someone, I'm doing better for myself, and that's what matters. At the end of the day, the most important person is yourself. When I was at my lowest, I would ask myself, would I date someone like me? And the answer was a solid no. So I decided to change that. Best comment on this post. Lost weight. It was night and day how big of a difference in attention and the quality of the attention changes during the time I was no longer look fat. I gained a significant amount back and the attention has gone away. It was a real hollow victory in that, yes, I was getting attention. But the only thing preventing that was my looks. Turns out looks do matter with dating. Learn to dance. Shows off so many traits that women find attractive. What kind of dance style? You ever seen Ricky Gervais in The Office? Do that. I think seeking more platonic relationships with women in general is a low pressure thing to do that'll benefit you if you don't already do it. My husband and I are together, going on 24 years now, thanks to a female friend of his from the dorms. We met at a party and he offered to walk me home. I was going to decline, but she vouched for him, so I said yes instead. Why take other women's opinions on this kind of thing very seriously? A guy having no female friends or acquaintances would be a huge red flag for me. And having good female friends with strong personalities would be a huge mark in favor of a guy. Just curious. What do you mean by strong personalities and how is it different in your opinion? This depends on your circumstances and won't apply to everyone, but for me, I moved. I was living in a place without a ton of people my age. Was hanging out with the same people all the time and just generally didn't have a lot of opportunities to meet someone new. Then I moved to a different country for work and within a few weeks started dating someone I've been happy with ever since. In my experience, I find being in a new place forces me out of my comfort zone to meet people in general. And that opens me up in a way that's conducive to dating. That plus being from somewhere else tends to spark people's interest. Edit. I felt I should add that I wouldn't advise anyone to move, especially to another country, just because they think it will make them instantly desirable. Starting over in a new place can be a very stressful experience and you should think carefully about whether it's a good idea for you. However, if you do end up moving for whatever reason, it does provide a good opportunity to form new relationships, romantic or otherwise. I really want to move away. I live in a village where people are pretty much stuck doing duck all besides going to the pub. Interesting. How did you meet new people? Stop chasing M. A wise man once said the secret to finding is to stop searching. And so the village realized that maybe he wasn't so wise after all, but just kept repeating stuff that sounded cool on his Facebook feed. Lost weight. Got fit. Stopped being so needy insecure. Worked on being, if not seeming, more confident. Fake it till you make it works when it comes to confidence. My confidence is so fake I'm starting to believe I'm not even real. The biggest thing? Stopped caring about girls. When I stopped caring, I thought about them less. When I thought about them less, I don't put them on a pedestal. When I don't put them on a pedestal, I act normal around them. When I act normal around them, things aren't awkward, weird, and that's it. Girls are easier than men think. Treat them like a person. The responses are generally better. Or be a fun guy. Either works. Both is better, but it's up to you. Both is good. Treat us like a person and someone you get along well with and be funny. You'll either gain a good female friend who might not like you romantically but know how cool and respectful you are, so she might set you up with other girls, make you meet some friends, or best case scenario, she likes you and keep you for her. I always brag about me great male friends. When I know a girl that would be great for them, I give them the opportunity when they've expressed being interested too. OFC. Having girl that are friends is surely pretty useful for any dude looking to date. Girls will help you out, be it by directly setting you up or boosting your confidence and handing out advice. I had a long-time girlfriend that actively discouraged me from going after her friends. Because they are my friends. I always feel weird when I read stuff like this on Reddit. I almost never see this in real life. But I guess experiences and people do vary. Knowing who I am and not focusing on winning the girl for me. It's easy to say that you should just be yourself. But that's about it. Be interested in the person you're dating instead of being interested in her as your next girlfriend. Enjoy your time together, and if you're a good match, everything will work out. On my last date I did really weird stuff and we talked about super random things. But we were both really chill about the situation and didn't force anything, so it just worked naturally. Stopped drinking excessively. And stopped caring being desperate. Excessive drinking is my favorite pastime. Yeah, I do like a drink. But the older I get, the more it impacts me. And cheeks don't want it to hook up with the dude that can't make a sentence. Lifting weights. I was scrawny. How much did it help you? I went from zero interest to non-zero. Also started dressing and grooming better shortly thereafter. Treat mixed signals as a hard no from her, even though it feels like a confusing soft no. If she's giving you mixed signals, it means one of two things: 1. She's not interested but doesn't know how to turn you down. Or 2. She's playing games. You don't want to be involved in either of those. This is part of learning to respect yourself and your time. This right here. If I learned this a long time ago, my life would have been 100% better. Mix can tell whatever is a hard no. Move on. I lost the old V to a lady of the night in a certain weed smoker's paradise, and it increased my confidence massively. I hate that I did it that way, but hey ho. I have it on pretty good authority that not sliding into their Reddit DMs, offering to duck them, is greatly beneficial to a guy's overall sex appeal. You mean offering someone pity sex doesn't make you appealing? I know. It's shocking, but started being concerned with me. what I want, what I need, and more importantly what I need to do to get there. When you live your life devoted to the process of improvement, it gets lonelier real quick. But you realize what actually matters and what does not matter at all. I think that from that point you start living in a way that is far more conducive to what your goals are. And from there are more likely to meet like-minded girls. This 1000% I'm female and this has become my attitude. Saves a lot of time weeding out people who aren't like-minded. More likely to meet like-minded girls. Yay. They just spawn in your closet every time you chant a r/jit motivated post. I literally stopped caring about what others thought about me, nerd, weirdo, etc. and started focusing on my career and health. I even gave less of a shit about finding a woman at the time. Coincidentally, 3 months after starting this slow change, I found someone through a friend who is almost a carbon copy of me. When I tried to find a woman, I had no luck. When I stopped trying to find a woman, one magically appears in front of me. I also used to try super hard. Went to parties, bars, dating services, but constantly got rejected. But then I stopped trying. I'm still single and lonely, but now I have a lot more free time. This is my opinion. The most difficult thing for me to change was standing up for myself. I would always succumb to peer pressure and would always say yes to going out to bars, parties, huge gatherings, etc. Even though I absolutely despised those things. In my experience, when you're going to the bars, you're there for one of 3 things. Get absolutely faded into the next century. Score a one-night stand. Celebrate. The first 2 are almost non-negotiable in the early 20s time frame. It seems that it is expected you at least get a number or some sort of score from another lady at the bar. However, if you hate going to the bar and are forced or pressured to be there, you won't do so well. Women are pretty good at picking up on body language. So when you're giving off the aura of duck off, don't even look or talk to me. Your chances of scoring are severely impacted in a negative way. I know I strayed a little bit, but in your situation now, I would focus on doing all of the things that make you happy. If that involves staying in for a weekend, ordering pizza, playing video games, by all means, ducking go for it. I firmly believe that if you're out doing something you love and find someone else who's doing the same, I'd say 50% of the work is already done for you. You both share a common interest, which is what can spark the flame. Best comment of the day. Something that drastically changed my life was learning. At my lowest point I didn't know what I wanted to do. I spent 90% of the time horizontal in bed watching Netflix and YouTube and the other 10% going grocery shopping with my mom. I was existential, and I felt like shit all of the time. Then in my senior year of high school I decided to chock-a-block my schedule with app science and math courses instead of the easiest art/humanities I was taking before. Let me tell you, you don't grow very much watching mindless YouTube videos all day, but you sure as hell start growing when you are packing new concepts into your brain at the speed of light. Incorporating challenges and learning into my life has helped me grow so much as a person, and now I have purpose and drive. And I'm going to university science with plans to head to medical school after, because I never want to stop learning.